Welcome to a world of fantasy, a world of magic, a world of danger, a world where Thursdays call for scattered showers and 40% chance of goblin punching. This is the D&D world within the Retro Planet. The players include Kloolas Larspawn as Hom the Tiefling Bard, Jean as Crispy Bandek the Air Genasi Ranger, JayBrilliant as Veronan Fellsworn, the Aasimar Sorcerer, Rikkaku the Sai-Krowe as Toba Thunderdon, the Loxodon Druid, and yours truly, RetroKaiju as Drogar Bargash, the Dragonborn Barbarian, along with Master Wabbit as our DM. We hope you're just as excited for this campaign as we are, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this adventure in the D&D world.
Alrighty, so here's our band of merry thieves for the night. Let's go down the horn right quick. Let's start with the person who wasn't here last week. Stormpye. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Excellent. Want to tell the people where they can find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It would be Storm_collects. And yeah, I do a lot of Pokemon stuff and streaming and other things like that. But yeah, you can catch me on Instagram.
Sounds good. Miss Clueless Larspawn, Kiki.
Yes?
Where can they find you?
You can find me on both Tumblr and TikTok as Clueless Larspawn. I have since left the rotting corpse of whatever Twitter has become because it's gotten too musky.
It's mutated.
Chemical X.
There you go.
Chemical X.
Gene.
Ass.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the folks where they can find you?
Freaking what?
What? What?
What?
What?
I mean, bro.
Senior Gene, and wee.
Anyway, you can find me on Instagram at I have two accounts on Instagram. One is _G96_ and the other has underscore brackets, but it's Olive06. And then you can also find me on SpaceHey at spacehey.com/G96. You can also find me on Tumblr as G96.
Sounds amazing.
I am ashamed to advertise my Twitter now, but it is there.
Yes, it is. RetroKaiju.
Yes.
Why don't you tell all the folks where they can find you?
Well, if you really must know, I suppose I can talk for a couple of seconds.
Oh,
You can find me on Twitter at It's RetroKaiju. You can find us on the the Space Haze as it's also It's RetroKaiju. You can find us over on the YouTube channel, Retro Planet, where we'll be putting up a lot more stuff very soon. Be great to check us out. And you can also find us on the Discord at Retro Planet. We might have a link for the chat somewhere.
I can take care of that.
And there we go.
Alrighty. JayBrilliant. My dear Scrubroski.
Alright, you had me scared there for a minute. That paused.
I'm sorry, the test results came in, and I am pleased to inform you that you are the father.
Shit.
Where can they find you, buddy?
Do they really want to find me at this point?
Might as well.
You can find me at Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok by the same name, JayBrilliant.
All right. And before we get to the DM, we have a new player joining us today. How would you like me to address you? Kahana, how would you like me to go about it?
You say Kokahana.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry, I've only interacted with you so much.
Kokohana. That was cute.
Hi, guys.
Sounds like
I
a
am
Beach Boys song.
All right, let's do this this way. Hi guys, I'm Konohahikaru, otherwise known as Ko. So right now I'm still working on socials, so I'll bring that to you later.
All right. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
And then finally, for myself, you can find me right here at twitch.tv/Rikkaku the Sai-Krowe. You can find me on the Rotting Corpse of Twitter at Roadrunnermoose. And I do have a YouTube, but screw that. I am the chief editor at Retro Planet. You can find me there at youtube.com/itsRetroPlanet. We're in the process of getting a new episode ready to go for next week, so stay tuned for that.
It's a long time coming.
Yes, it is. And then finally, our beloved Dungeon Master, Master Wabbit. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitch at Master Wabbit, youtube.com/@MasterWabbit, and the burning dumpster fire that is Twitter at Master Wabbit. And I would like to welcome everyone to the D&D world, sponsored by
Ooh, closer.
Tools at Roll20. The new rulers that they have here, they are very good and interesting. They will make you say, wait for it, wow. Code get used to this. I'm just warning you now.
All right. All right, and
that's good.
With that out of the way, I don't think we have anything else to do aside of the usual music plugins.
Yep.
I'll let Wabbit take care of that, and we can roll right into the campaign.
All right, so we are using music from Tabletop Audio, and we are using The Pyre by Kevin MacLeod. Both of these groups allow their music to be used under Creative Commons with attribution. This is that attribution. And now, I welcome everyone back to the world of Opulencia. Here we go. Our adventurers have been on a 3-day trek to Mount Zureen in order to lay the ashes of a warrior to rest. And before they got to their resting space at the base of this mountain, they were attacked by wolves, which they so deftly took care of because the dice rolled terribly, and I just remembered I forgot to bring those up. Oh well, might not need them today. So, on the evening of the climb, the adventurers woke up and found one of their members was missing. And without much further delay, they're like, nah, whatever, he can take care of himself. We're going to see what exactly happened to our dear Baggin Raggin. Yeah. All right. So, Baggin Raggin, it is, where is, oh, sure we go. There we go. Windswept Plains. It is the morning of, I believe it's the 1st of Lilac. Oh, let me just make sure. All right, good. Today is, yep, the 1st of Long Light, the 6th month in the calendar of this fantasy world. It's essentially our June, basically.
Okay.
Yep. It's a bright, sunny day, and for some reason, this early morning, I don't know, maybe it's because you're still new to this whole world that isn't constantly swirling in wind and rain and draining magic, maybe, and it's just too peaceful here. Find yourself waking up pretty early this morning.
All right.
Yep, and I believe you are in the same tent as Hum was?
Yeah.
Yep, I think it was. Yep.
Yeah, it was same tent as Hum because she woke up on her own.
Yep. So same tent as Hum. She is just she's at. Oh, hey, she probably doesn't snore that. She probably snores more like.
Yeah, she's kind of having a sort of shivering because of the nightmare of the wolves, but otherwise, it's not exactly something that would trouble him, I think.
Gotcha.
And as you're sitting here, like, okay, you hear a tree branch snap nearby.
Okay.
Sounds like it was on the ground, and it snapped.
I'm going to garnish my... Is it garnish?
I think you're thinking of brandish.
Garner.
Brandish.
Brandish. Okay,
I'm gonna
brandish.
garnish the knife with a nice celery piece.
I don't know. It's words. Words are hard sometimes. I'm going to brandish my daggers, and I'm going to be ready for anything in case I need to, act in a moment's notice.
Step outside the tent, daggers drawn, and you look about. I would like for you to go ahead and give for me a perception check for me.
Click. There it goes. Might roll twice. 1 second.
Oh.
21.
That's-
And that's 20.
You sure we can't take the net 20?
no, this is yeah. I told we talked about like setting up stuff in Beyond 20, but no, just the first roll that you rolled there. So just a 21. Double checking some stats here for our new player. So Ko, do me a favor and make a stealth check.
Okay.
See
Hang on a
whether or not you-
second.
Yep. See whether or not you meet or beat a 21.
Where's my stealth?
Let's see if you can beat what Toba couldn't do.
It's my dex. Okay.
Hate you.
Get good.
Get taller.
So what am I
That's
rolling?
offensive.
You are rolling a stealth check.
Where?
It's going to be under. Oh, if you're using. Did you get set up with that Beyond 20 app or whatever?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Beyond
So you're
D&D.
gonna,
Yeah,
you're gonna
so
go
if you
underneath, and it's gonna be right underneath Slate of Hand.
Yeah, I see
on
it. Do
the
I just click the
stealth check.
zero? The
If you right click it, you will see send to everyone, and then self. You want to click that one. Flat one die should automatically be selected, and then you click roll, and hopefully it doesn't show up. I think there's like a whisper thing you need to set up first.
okay,
if it
so
shows, yeah, we'll
just
deal with
roll
that
for
after
myself
the
right now.
yeah, if it shows up on screen, we will deal with that later, because
Okay.
I think there might be like a whisper setting we also have to fiddle with. But yeah, after the show, I'll explain that.
Yeah, no problem. All right, here we go.
Along with the new toys. Yeah.
So that would be no, I do not.
Okay. Baggin Raggin. As you're looking about, like the bushes scramble, and you see running away from the camp what appears to be a tall humanoid with raggedy hair, and it's just sprinting away.
It's curly, or actually wavy, but
Curly wavy.
It's raggedy now.
Hey, you're going through we're going through brush and brambles. So, there might be
Yeah.
some tricks in there or something.
Oh, it's like, yeah, it's not going to be very difficult to track this person.
Gotcha. So just to remind me, who was in the tent shivering?
That would be Hum.
Hum. Okay. So I'm gonna quickly put in my head into the tent, and I'm gonna say, let's see if I can do this. Hum, are you up?
Does not
Hum begins hyperventilating and just curls up even more.
All right.
She does not wake up.
From my perspective, is Hum, in my opinion, would she be in danger, like of hypothermia?
You feel the weather outside, and it's actually a relatively, mid-temperature day. She's not gonna die from hypothermia or anything like that. I mean,
Okay.
she might be a little dirty because you spent 3 days out in the woods. Who isn't gonna be a little dirty? But
Right.
other than that,
She is wearing her robes, and I'm guessing like if the bedrolls had a blanket, then she'd be covered with that as well. But
Gotcha.
she's not cold.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just be like, I saw someone in the bushes. I'm gonna go after them real quick. I will be right back, and I just dash off.
leave a note in order to
Yeah, no,
preserve
right.
time.
Here, I chuck the note in the tent and leave.
Yeah, you quickly carefully write the
BRB.
note that says check it up on a thing, be back soon, and you carefully lay it in there. In order to preserve the time-space continuum thing going on here. I mean, the last thing I need to do is deal with retcons. Isn't that right, Georgie? Georgie? Oh, snap. He's not here. Anyway. So, you begin your chase after this character.
Okay.
And you are running, chasing, and this character is, let's see, what is their movement speed is at 30, and your movement speed is at...
It's like, I'm pretty sure it's like 20. I'm a small dude.
Yep, it's at 25.
25. Oh, it's 5 better than I thought.
Yep, all right, so you are chasing after this character, and it is, there's woods everywhere around here. It's just, and you hear, the snapping of branches and the brushing aside, and you hear the panting, and over time it gets slightly quieter and quieter out in these woods. And eventually, as you're chasing him, you realize that you're starting to lose them.
I'm going to throw a dagger, but not at them directly. I'm going to try to, get it to a point where it's going to, they stop, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right, so go ahead and make for me. Trying to think, this would probably be... not a sleight of hand check. Just go ahead and give for me a dexterity check then.
Dexterity.
Ooh.
That's a dexterity save, not a check.
Oh, whoops.
Slightly different.
Oops.
What's that get? Oh, it's up here. It's 10 less, but it's still there.
Okay, a 14. You throw this dagger, and it goes ping, ping, ping. It just bounces off the side of a bunch of trees, and it just lands on the ground. Doesn't really make an impact anywhere.
All right. Would it be something that I can just pick up on the way? God dang it.
Yep, you can totally pick that up on the way.
All right, I'm picking it up on the way, and I'm going to start shouting, "Wait! Wait! I'm small! Who are you?"
All right, as you go and pick up the dagger.
Little legs.
Roll for me a dexterity save, please.
Okay, now a dexterity save.
Watch it be in that one.
Oh, it's better than before.
Don't jinx!
A 25. Okay, so we are now going to jump over to the perspective of this character. Go. Why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
Yes.
Go. Tell us about your character.
Yeah.
Okay, so Corrind is an Aasimar. If I said that incorrectly, forgive me.
Good
I'm
enough.
not very
No, you pretty much got it.
Aasimar. Okay, and they are a cleric. Pronouns are basically he/they, but whatever. So yeah.
Okay. So, as you are running from this, cleric, oh man, I want your backstory so bad because I have I know exactly what the god of clerics would be in this region, but I don't want to superimpose upon you all that backstory because it is your backstory.
Mm-hmm.
As you are running away, because you saw this tent that maybe whatever god you followed said that there's a person here that could really use your help, or a group that can use your help. As you look over, and you happen to notice, as you were looking over, it's maybe this is the right group. Maybe this could be... Wait, what is that? Is that a bear? Yeah, just a bear sleeping outside one of the tents. Maybe I shouldn't. You step on a branch, and then all of a sudden, a small character jumps out of the tent, daggers drawn. You are nope, I'm out. And you just start running and running and running. And as you run away, you hear this, "Hey, stop back!" What sounds like a bear trap just closing. And Baggin Raggin, you dodged it. You absolutely dodged it. So are there anything you would like to say, knowing that as you went to go retrieve your dagger, you almost get hit by a bear trap?
Just one word. Eep!
All right.
That's
Corrind,
it.
You hear this eep from behind you. What do you do?
Well, because Corrind is cleric, I skid to a stop and just basically whip my head around and see if they're okay.
All right. Go ahead and give for me go ahead and make an investigation or perception, your choice, because now you're looking specifically for a thing.
Okay. Let's see. Everyone or self?
That would be for everyone.
Okay.
Yep, and that should then show for everyone, hopefully. Because
Let's
sometimes you
see.
make...
Ooh, 13.
Alright, it's not showing up in the main chat, which means we'll have to...
I saw it on my D&D Beyond. Actually.
Oh, on D&D Beyond?
So did I.
Yeah, I saw it on the corner, the right corner.
Huh, that's weird. Why isn't it going to the
I don't know.
Roll20? Whatever.
Did you? Well, we can fix it later.
Yeah, we'll after the show. We'll roll for
Yeah.
all that. All right. So as you were looking about and you're trying to figure out where that noise is coming from, there's a lot of trees here, and you know this character was pretty small. Might be hiding behind a bush somewhere. Baggin Raggin, do you continue chase?
Well, I'm probably like, do I visibly see this individual?
Go ahead and give for me a perception or an investigation check.
I'm gonna do perception. 15.
15. You're looking out. There's a lot of trees here, and since you're short, they might be above a bush somewhere.
All right. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start heading the same direction that I was. Right.
Yep.
But I'm just gonna shout out like, "I'm small." Wait, excuse me. Where? I'm small. Where are you? Who are you?
Right, Corrind, you hear this voice that sounds like that getting louder and louder from the distance.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little creeped out. So, just gonna turn around and walk
All right.
away carefully, because bear traps.
Okay. I mean, you wouldn't know that. All you heard was an eep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I also said you heard like a snap of a
Yeah.
bear trap as well. All right.
Yeah.
So, are you trying to sneak away from this individual?
No, just calmly walk off.
Yep. All right. Just calmly walking, and you know, eventually Baggin Raggin, you're like, wait a minute. Oh, there's a tall shape over there. It's got to be this person.
I just like, hello. Who are you? I'm out of breath. Just hold on a second. Aw, I'm so small. I don't have Toba to carry me.
You have a +3 in Constitution. How could you be out of breath? Never mind.
Because I'm lazy.
Fair enough. Early morning, didn't get your stretches in. Understandable. Oh wait, Ursus isn't here. He's snoozing. Let me just hide him. Yep. So, Court, as you're walking, you clearly hear this character behind you saying, "Stop! Wait, I'm out of breath."
I'm gonna just internally debate. Do I actually stop and listen? Because, you know, guy came out brandishing daggers. I don't know if I want to be around that.
At this point, my daggers are away. I'm just.
Yeah, you just hear it sounds like a vacuum. If vacuums were a thing in this universe behind you.
Bug flies out.
All right. Okay, so just all you hear is a thump, 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 as I turn around and walk towards the noise that he is creating.
I mean, you just clearly see him in front of you, just, you know, doubled over, clutching his knees, just breathing.
Why would you run? I'm so small.
Well, for one, you kind of came out daggers waving, so yeah.
Thought you were a bad thing.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Baggin.
Okay.
Baggin Raggins. Nice to meet you.
Baggin Dragons?
Is there a problem?
No, there's no problem. It's just nice to meet you. I'm Corrind.
Nice to meet you, Corrind. Well, what were you doing in the bushes, may I ask?
I'd heard that there was a group in needing of a cleric. So, yeah.
Oh, you're a cleric. Oh, yes. No, we could definitely use you right now. There's an individual in our tent. Name is Hum. She could really use your help right now.
Okay, well, lead on.
So you're not... Never mind. I won't ask you to carry me. All right, let's just go this way.
Okay. So, since you have been running for quite a long ways, go ahead and make a... either of you can make a survival check for me.
Would you
can,
like to
roll
do it?
together advantage. So, yeah.
All
You
right.
want to roll together, or you want to roll it?
Let's roll together.
All right.
Oh, goodness. A
Oof.
6 and...
This explains my huffing and puffing, though.
3.
Oh, God. You guys are lost in these woods.
Oh, God. I was sure it was this way. I just start shouting out, Toba! Drogar!
Why are we yelling? Also, I don't recognize anything around here. Okay, I get why we're yelling.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost. I'm kind of short, so I can't see where the bush is technically. I was just honestly going in the direction that I heard you. It was kind of a bad choice on my part, but you know, it is what it is.
I gathered that.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh no.
Oh, no. This is too perfect.
Oh,
That is not a good sound.
Baggin
no.
Raggins is unhappy.
Well, that's the last time we see these guys. Thanks for joining the show.
I know,
no.
right?
No,
Let's roll new characters.
That's not the sound you should be worried about.
No! No!
As you guys are arguing back and forth, all of a sudden, Baggin Raggin and Corrind, you hear this behind you. You turn and look, and there is this small, like, dog-sized dragon of some sort that's orange, and its wings are kind of like multiple dragonfly wings all put together. And he's currently leaning on a branch, just going...
God, it's so cute.
Yep. So, do either of you speak Draconic?
No. I speak Gnomish, and thieves can't in common.
Celestial and common.
All right. So he's like, Master Konande, Amma. Yes, the dragon is the size of a Jack Russell Terrier. Just, it's a small dragon. Very, very
It's
small,
very
tiny
big.
creature.
So
You could easily pick him up and kiss his snoot, and he would
So-
just as be dramatic.
I walk over and I pat it on the head.
As you reach up to him, he flies out of the way.
Okay.
And
Well,
he's,
that
waving
didn't
his
work.
fingers at
Do you
and goes,
understand this thing?
Nope. Unfortunately, I don't speak Draconic.
And as he's doing this, he's dramatically putting a finger to his lips, scratching. He's like,
So
Crap.
I'm just gonna go by my wits here. I'm gonna pull out one single gold, and I'm just going to be kind of doing the whole hand motions. We are lost. You possibly help? And I hold out the gold coin.
So he flies over towards your gold coin. His hands are crossed behind his back, and he's, as he's humming forward. And then he takes his hands and he closes your fist over the coin, and he goes,
Oh fuck.
I don't understand. Do you have any idea here?
No, but the fact that he just denied gold doesn't seem like a good idea.
And
Good
then
thing for me.
he flies a little bit in the direction that you guys think you came from, and he's and he's taking his hands and he is waving them towards himself.
That's a come with me motion. Damn it.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're lost, so we might as well just YOLO this. So,
What is YOLO?
in my world, it means you only live once.
Oh, YOLO, not yellow. I misheard that.
That's yellow. This everyone, we got this.
Oh dear. Well, technically you live every day. You only die once.
Yeah, well, in my line of work, honey, it's a guessing game. I'll tell you that right now. But let's just keep going.
I guess.
So
If anything happens, I'm holding you responsible.
That's fine. You're a cleric. You can save me, and you can save yourself, possibly.
So, as you two begin to follow this creature, he's like, he darts out a little bit ahead of you, looks behind you, and then you start following it. And he's laughing. And I am going to also throw in...
Oh god, no, there's another one.
So, from behind one of the
It's the
trees...
Skittles rainbow.
Oh. At a certain point, as he's falling, and then this other, relatively same size blue dragon. Its wings are, a little more ornate and golden. You think it might be like a little taller. It looks at this orange creature, and then you see the orange creature just stop, eyes widen, looks at you, Baggin Raggin, looks back at the blue dragon, looks back at you, back at the blue dragon, and he's like, nods. The orange dragon just nods, and then he zips way off in the distance, but you can still see him, and he's frantically waving his hands as the blue dragon just disappears. Flies behind a tree and disappears.
I think we're more lost now.
I think we're screwed.
I agree. I concur with that assessment.
The orange dragon zooms up to you and starts waving his hand, and then goes way out in the distance where you can still see him.
I think we're still supposed to follow them. I guess we should go. I guess we're going this way now.
Yep.
All right. You follow this creature, and it is frantically flying towards you, and you end up, Baggin Raggin, back at the campsite, but there are no tents. It looks like everyone that was here is not here. As this orange dragon then just zooms up to you and says, "Goes in the Drogar, no see the bad."
I don't understand.
Zoop, and then disappears.
Oh god damn it!
Didn't that little dragon just say one of your friends' names?
I have no idea at this point.
I mean, how would you know that, Corrind? You've never met them.
No, but he was shouting for him earlier.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So we made it back to the campground. All right. So everything's packed up and everyone's gone, correct?
As you go ahead and take a look, you see that there are plenty of footprints. It looks like, yep, this is where one of the rolls were and all that, and then you see there are footprints heading out towards the mountain.
Okay. So, would that be... So to follow that, would that be like a survival or something? Or nature?
Well, if you want to go to the base of the mountain, and you're at the base of the mountain, you walk towards it.
Okay, so I'm like this. So, what was your name again? It was Ko, right? Koa?
Yeah, it's Corrind.
Corrind. I'm so sorry. I've been flushed with this entire time. We just followed a magical puff dragon thing. So, all right. Corrind, let's just go this way. It looks like they went this way. We'll probably catch up to them soon.
Okay. Alrighty, let's go.
So we head off in that direction.
All right. So as you walk over in this direction, a couple minutes pass by, bugs and whatever, you arrive at the base of Mount Zureen.
Ooh.
Yeah, very pretty mountain this place is.
Do we see any signs of direction or any signs of anything.
You do see that there is a clear path that is going up I want to say the north side of the mountain. And yeah, as you look for, there's a road and there's a sign there that says like, towards the top of Mount Zureen. If there wasn't, I'm retconning it now. And
Gotcha.
yep, it's clear that this is the path to go up this mountain. It's gonna take you a while to climb up there, about maybe like 4 hours or so.
Okay.
So it is kind of
yeah.
a climb, but you can go up and down it in one day.
Gotcha.
It's not that big of a mountain.
Yeah, it's not that big of a mountain.
It technically qualifies as a mountain in this range, but it's
right.
Yeah. As someone who did a lot of research, I'm like, how tall are mountains? Can you climb these up and down in one day? Oh, yes, you can. All right, I'll roll with that.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like they probably are where he went up the hill. So I guess we're going to go up that way. But why were you there? Tell me a little bit about yourself. I mean, we've been kind of just wandering around aimlessly for a little bit, but, if you have any questions about me, feel free to ask.
Well, I'm an ex-soldier. Shoot, where'd that go? Kind of personal, but yeah.
We need to go too crazy in depth and into your personal life. I mean, we just met,
Yeah. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Sorry. Oh, there it is. Hang on.
Gotta love lore drops as a DM.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure things out at the moment.
For a second there, I thought I went deaf.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet. Oh.
to be honest, I'd rather not bring it up at this moment in time. My backstory, or actually my past, is just really sensitive right now, if you don't mind.
Serious. I like it.
All right, fine. Yeah,
For me, though, I'm actually not from this world. I actually don't know where I am technically. I just kind of follow these guys, and they became my friends. We killed some dogs. We climbed a mountain, got lost, and now we're here. So, I met an owl too. I think it was an owl. It was a big bird. I don't know. It's side stories things. But anyway,
I don't think you climbed a mountain. You were going to, but I don't think you climbed.
We're climbing the mountain right now. So, see, I'm in the moment.
Going up the path. You're walk and talk. That's what we're doing. We're
in the moment of climbing a mountain. So yeah, but it's where I come from. There's storms and it's crazy. But this is pretty pleasant. I'll be honest. I like it here.
Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying your time here.
As you're going up this mountain, you hear this very large wail that is echoing across what appears to be from the peak of this mountain.
It looks like they're already starting the fun without us.
The fun?
Well, I have no idea. We're supposed to bury some things up there. I don't know. I was half listening. But, so I don't know really what's up there, to be honest. But we might as well get there as fast as we can.
Okay.
So we'll kind of scurry it on up.
All right, so you're going to be traveling up this mountainside at a little quicker pace. Okay. So as you are climbing up this mountain trail, it is a windingly long trail. And eventually, as it winds up and up the side of this mountain, it eventually then leads into a tunnel. And
is it dark?
You peer through it, and there is a teeny tiny speck of light on the other side.
Okay, so we can see through it. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
So if you have dark vision, you can see in there. But if you don't have dark vision, it's like a very dark tunnel.
Where would I
Okay.
find it?
I have dark vision.
Oh, goody. So you look forward, and it's pretty clear that this is a tunnel that kind of goes through the mountain. It's relatively straight, a little shaky on sides. There's stalactites.
And then I have
There's-
dark vision as well.
Yep. All right. So both of you look at it. It's like peering inside. Oh, yeah, that's just a long tunnel that cuts through the mountain itself.
Okay.
So you continue forward through this mountain
Yes.
pass. And as you're inside, the sounds go from being like, outside, like all of a sudden you hear like the whales are just echoing.
Oh my. That does not sound good.
Yeah, maybe we should probably get there even a little faster.
Yes.
All right. You start breaking out into like a quick jog or a sprint. And as you're going through, the light at the end of the tunnel, it's larger and larger. Not necessarily brighter, but just larger. And eventually it is the opening to the other side of the mountain. And it's going to take a turn to the left. You're on the south side of the mountain. And it's going to be heading towards what is the east of wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a
Okay.
beautiful view. Not gonna lie, it's a beautiful midday, a couple clouds. You look over the horizon, and if you want to take the time to appreciate this, because as you've been climbing up here, it seems like the whales and all that have like slowly died down to about this point.
That's very strange.
So, wait, is the path still straight? Kind of like straightforward?
Right now, the path is going to the left. It's now going back to winding up the side of the mountain, and it's pretty narrow at this point.
Okay. So I'm assuming that we can't really rush this anymore.
No.
You can
I'm
certainly
assuming so.
try.
All right. I'd rather not. But all right. So I don't know what the whaling is, but we got to watch out for falling rocks. I'll tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, if do you want to go first or me?
I'll go first.
All right. I'll be right behind you. But before we go, let's tie ourselves together just on the offset.
That's
Chance,
a good
you
plan.
know.
He has string.
Yes. I hand a string because I'm small. It's like yarn. It's not a rope. It's a yarn. No, I'm joking. It's a rope.
All right. So you take these ropes and you tie them around each other, and it's kind of weird because for Corrind, who is like a tall person, I'd say like probably regularly average size, you're basically tied to a small humanoid.
This is all for the fact in case I fall, not Corrind.
Yeah, this is very reminiscent of like the single mom at the mall with like a kid on a leash.
It's a leash.
I was about to say.
Yeah, how about
It feels something like that, but not quite. But
Mom, I want that doll.
oh, oh boy, cue the fan art. Okay, so
Baggin Raggin plushie coming soon.
oh,
Squishmallow form.
oh no, the jokes. No, I'm trying to be serious here. Trying to be serious. All right, so. Baggin Raggin and Corrind, you are moving further up the mountain. If it would let me select your characters. All right. You're moving up the mountain. And you've tied ropes to each other so that way you don't, in case the little guy falls, you don't just fall immediately to his
You'll
death.
know if I fall because you'll be like, ah!
yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, this path, even though it is narrow, it's not treacherous. It's very much well trodden, kind of taken well care of. I mean, this far up the mountain, you see like a couple of steps are like missing repair, or something like that. But you managed to crawl up, and as you are crawling up to the very top of the stairs, the path that's up here, it then cuts out to a very wide open area where you see. Hopefully, this works. Crispy. So, Baggin Raggin. You see Crispy, Veronan, Hum, Toba, Drogar, and Ursus. And they are all gathered around here. And they are, just resting from a battle that ended like 3 or 4 minutes ago, roughly. With the time-space continuum thing, trying to keep that, straight.
Quick note. Toba is a dinosaur still here.
Yep.
Oh, right. Okay, so you would have seen the transformation during the direwolf scene, I believe.
Yeah, I would have.
So yeah, you would recognize like, oh, that's just Toba. Corrind. What you see before you is the bear that you had seen outside of one of the tents. You would recognize that. And there is a short, blue-skinned air Genasi with a bow and arrow. You see a tall, red dragonborn with horns, next to the side of that bear. You see a woman who has a veil over her eyes, a hood up, but she's got purple hair, and she has, was it light orange skin? Was it,
Tanned sand is what I wrote in my thing.
All right, tanned sand skin. You happen to notice that there looks like to be a Aasimar fellow with a scarf wrapped around his head and a red robe. And what on God's green earth is that? Toba, it was a... What did you morph into?
Deinonychus.
Deinonychus. Okay, you see this weird reptile creature next to all of these. And it is unlike anything you have probably ever seen before.
Well, this is my group. I'm a little confused by one of them, but still, I'm assuming that's Toba over there in the corner.
The rest of you have
It has a name?
I think so. To be fair, I've never seen it before, but I'm assuming at this point.
So the rest of the group, you have just finished the battle against that foe. And now, as you slowly take a rest, you hear Baggin Raggin up there. It's like, here's my group. And
you all look like crap. What happened?
I should probably describe like the scene that Corrind and Baggin Raggin are seeing. So this gigantic cliffside flat. You are pretty much at the peak of the mountain. Like the absolute peak is, a little further up. But this is a clearing that was made specifically for a graveyard. Because you see there are swords implanted in the ground everywhere around here. There are helmets on some. There are shields laid next to another. You see what look like familiar urn pots that are resting next to some of them. And this is a place that, as you walked up and took a look around, it does view the north side, I believe I said it was. It was facing up towards the north.
Yes.
Yep. So the sun's nice and high in the sky, and it is a very beautiful view here. But everyone here looks like they are covered in dirt and ash. I think, did I even hit one of you like at all?
Yeah,
Crispy.
You hit Crispy.
Okay, yeah. A small little blue Genasi is like clutching over a little bit. Looks like she's hurt.
I'm leaning on Ursus, I remember.
Yep, leaning on Ursus.
So
that is right there. So the group is now all together. Once again, Baggin Raggin has rejoined the group along with a new fellow.
So everyone, I would like you to meet Corrind. Did you guys get my note? Out of curiosity.
A note.
I
He's also
I believe we
looking
did.
towards you.
Well, it basically said I was going to be right back, but it was some weird stuff going on. I'll be honest. I saw something in the bushes. I ran towards it, found Corrind. We got lost on the way back. We fought the magical puff dragon kind of thing. It was orange. I don't know. It was small. It was like a dog size. And then it was...
You said something about a small dragon floating.
Yeah, it was like this little dog-sized, like flying little dragon thing. I don't know. We didn't even understand it. It was just like I tried to offer it like some gold and try to talk to it, but it was just like no.
Crispy just looks up at Drogar, knowing.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh, but let me finish real quick because then after they brought us to the thing, there's a blue dragon. And then we found our way back to the camp. So they helped us out, I guess. But I don't know where they are now.
It was a very odd situation.
Yeah, it was... I thought I was a little bit, like... I thought I was getting sick, to be honest. Like, hallucinations. But I found a doctor!
The doctor, you say?
Yeah, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Corrind, Corrind Vesomir. Pleased to meet you. I'm Cleric.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Corrind.
And Drogar just kind of just slowly walks over and extends his hand over, just to shake his hand,
I extend mine.
and he shakes.
Sorry, he won't bite you.
Roll strength check.
I know, right?
Oh my god!
That's my job.
Sorry.
Hey, who I know exactly the dragon you're speaking of. He's the one that helped me with Ursus over there.
And he just points over to the big bear as Crispy is laying on his side.
But yes, knowing them, they might just be closer than you think. But we won't exactly know unless they decide to show themselves again. In any case, it's nice to meet you.
He walks over and points to everybody as he goes along.
This little one is Crispy.
Hello?
Oh, hello there.
The other lady that we have is Hum.
Hum just nods.
Hello?
We also have Veronan.
And Veronan's going to be looking at the ground, but he'll extend a hand upward as to say hello, and then bring it back down.
And this is Toba. He's much bigger than this in real life. I assure you, he's not normally like this.
As you say that, a little bit of dust goes into the Toba's snout. They hear a as he sneezes. You see like a poof of clouds, and what you originally saw was like a dinosaur. Comes out to a large woolly mammoth elephant man with like sort of like tribal sort of setting along with a pirate code.
Everything
is elephant except for his tail, which still has that reptilian dino tail. Oh, excuse me. Woo.
I love the cartoony transition there.
Is that how you choose to turn back?
I guess so. I'm starting to get the hang of this. Howdy doody there. Name's Toba, Druid. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's
God
mine.
bless you, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez, I'm Crow.
Well, the mission is over. I suppose we should be getting back down the mountain.
But I just got here. You're gonna make me go back. I start walking over the Toba. I lift up my arms.
Back to uppies.
Toba rolls his eyes and picks him up. All right.
Onward.
Wait, hold on. Is he still tied on to Corrind at this point?
Oh yeah, I untied myself.
Hold on.
Picks him up, and then Corrind is just
Yeah, literally just, oh god.
Yep.
All right.
You are yanked by the chest as Toba lifts up Baggin Raggin. I like a good slaughter.
Being down on her bottom lip, she's just like,
Sorry about that. Didn't notice the rope.
Yeah, I was trying to be safe when we were coming up here. It actually wasn't needed, but whatever. I'm kind of clumsy.
Well, back to Wordbloom, I guess.
Well, very well. Crispy, would you like to ride on Ursus for a while? You seem to be a little hurt.
Hurt?
yes.
Yes, a little while ago, we seem to have taken a little hit to the head.
Okay, allow me.
Sure.
He just kind of like backs off a little bit.
Alright,
For context, she has this slash in her shoulder. I can't remember which one.
okay. So Corrind walks up to Crispy and politely asks, would you allow me to heal you or help you?
Oh, of course, if you can.
Alrighty, let's do this. What do we do?
What does your spell do?
Also-
charging.
Also, Drogar, apparently you're Satan.
Am I really?
You're
So-
fine now.
yeah,
According to the chat, I'm guessing.
yeah. There's a comment in the chat.
Okay. All right.
Well then.
So you are casting Cure Wounds?
I am casting Healing Hands.
Healing Hands. Okay, Healing Hands. Why am I not seeing that?
It's an action.
Action. Is it a action? Unarmed.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do Cure Light Wounds. Cure Wounds.
Turn undead. Oh, there's Healing Hands once per long rest. Okay, now I see. I was just like, where is this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your choice if you want to use Healing Hands or a spell. Totally up to
Okay. I will do Cure Wounds.
you. All right. Go ahead and cast Cure Wounds for me.
I did. I don't know where it went. I clicked it. Didn't do anything. Oh, wait, never mind. It's a 6. So 11.
All right. So 11 points of healing.
Yeah.
Okay, Crispy, as she lays her hands on, how does this actually no, I don't want to take this away from you. Corrind, how does this spell look?
Okay, I'm gonna be such a weirdo right now, or actually no, a nerd. You know
Any
Sakura?
idea what group you are rolling with right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do the whole glowy hands hold over shoulders thing.
All right. As
It's
you
chakra.
all right. So as you lay the hand over, like your hand starts to glow, and Crispy, like that area where it was like the flying sword that got you, right?
Yeah, it was.
That was like the only hit in that entire game. My dice were too friendly.
Yeah.
And you feel, as her hand glows, you also feel like, oh, that area that was hit. It starts glowing. It starts like warm sensation, but it's like a calm sort of kind of like a heat pack sort of heat. And as it does, you definitely feel much better. You regain 11 hit points. So I think that might actually put you to full.
I think it does.
Yeah. So yeah, you are rip roaring ready to go,
Sorry.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Right quick. How do you spell your character's name? Cord?
Corrind.
Thank you very much.
That
You're welcome.
with that miraculous thing out of the way, does anyone else have anything they wish to do within this graveyard of swords and dirt and ash?
Definitely not. I think Drogar is just looking to get the hell out of here after what he saw.
I may be a thief, but I have standards.
Not sure where that came out from, but all right.
What is that?
Why? Was somebody thinking about robbing the graves or something?
I don't know. If it was here earlier, something might have happened, but I'm just too tired.
You're looking at all these swords, and some of them have been here for a long, long time. Like they are rusting, and so you pretty much think like, if I take any of these swords, they're not going to be worth jack.
Too much work right now. I'm on your back right now. You just hear me go.
Sounds like
trying to catch his breath.
Sounds like you had quite a day there.
When we get back to the tavern, I'm gonna need some wine. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. Speaking of tavern, why don't we start heading back, y'all?
Hum had already made her way over to the edge of the cliff, actually, and is just sitting down, just looking out at
Okay.
Mehemar.
Okay. Oh yeah, Mehemar. That was the region to the north. So you're sitting like with your legs over the edge, or you're like kneeling towards it.
She's kneeling.
Okay.
She's kneeling with the basket next to her.
like part of me is like, the Grand Canyon. Don't do that. But I will not.
Oh no!
There will be no dexterity saving rolls for
Oh no!
like a 5. No, like no. It's a 4-hour climb up. That's going to be. Not sure. That's a long distance, but yeah.
Now it's time for everybody's favorite subject, math. Ah,
It's a 4-hour journey up. I'll let the other people do the math because it's a mountain you can see. All right, so Hum, you are sitting there and you are just taking it all in.
She is sad. She was one, disappointed that she wasn't able to actually help during the fight. Then she saw Corrind helping out Crispy, and she smiles initially, seeing that she's getting help and she's looking a lot better, and then just feels just out of place, and then just goes over to the edge of the cliff and kneels by it.
Yep. As you're kneeling by here, as the wind picks up, you hear that familiar hush, hush.
Hum just shrinks and just tugs her hood down.
Friend. Wind dies down, and all is still.
How could I possibly be a friend? I could barely even help them.
Saying this.
She's saying this quietly to herself.
Right.
I don't know if anyone else has noticed her going over to the edge of the cliff or anything like that, so...
That's
Yeah.
up to the rest of them.
Actually, Drogar would have looked behind him just to make sure everybody was going in that direction, and he notices her standing over there, and obvious with concern, he walks over and just if he allows to, he places a hand on her shoulder and just tries to make himself known.
Hum, you feel the familiar clawed hand of Drogar pressing on your shoulder.
Initially jumps because she thought she was on her own and looks up.
Are you alright?
Probably not. But not in a way that should garner concern.
If you say so. You can always come to me if you have anything to tell. I've been told I'm a good listener.
Well, you most certainly are. And a very good person at that.
Thank you.
Have the others gone already?
Well, they're a little ways ahead, but we can catch up with them by foot.
All right. And she carefully stands up and gets the basket, takes one last look at Mehemar, and then follows Drogar to follow the others.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mehemar, I'm just double checking my math. It's you'll be able to see it, but it's like way off in the distance. But yeah. So you all start climbing down the mountain. Now, going up this mountain was certainly a tricky thing. Going down it on this particular section is definitely some slow going. But as you carefully navigate the left turns and right turns going down the side of the mountain, you then eventually, one by one, arrive at the mouth of the tunnel again.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming Drogar is in the back.
Oh, you're talking about marching order?
Go ahead, give me
Yeah,
a marching
just-
order. Why not?
Toba will take point.
All right, Toba's going to be up in
Okay.
front.
I'm right on top of Toba.
All right, literally on top of Toba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally on.
Yeah.
Like, not figuratively, literally.
Ursus would
But I
probably
can
be
see in the
next to
dark,
Drogar.
so I know where I'm going.
Yep.
Then I'll just be the one in the back.
All right. Corrind, Crispy, Veronan, Hum.
Hum is Hum is also in the back, just keeping her head down.
Yeah, you guys are
Since
you're not quite at the base of the mountain yet, Drogar. This is
No,
like
I couldn't tell which way everybody was going, like direction wise. So I was like,
So
I guess,
this is the top of the mountain, and this is the bottom of the mountain.
you know what I mean.
What is this, Dora the Explorer?
But yeah, so Toba's going to be here in the front going down from left to right, and then you're in the back. Comes over there.
I'll be over here.
Okay. Working our way down. Crispy, I know you have that mountain thing, so you'd probably be up towards the front, probably.
Yeah.
That would be good enough. So, as everyone is going into this tunnel, is there anything you want to talk about?
No. But Hum decides to hold a hand out to Ursus, just sort of as a way of requesting if it's okay to pet him.
And you,
No.
as you're leaning forward, leaning your hand on him, like you slowly feel like the weight of this bear leaning into your hand.
Oh shit.
Aww.
So we're all carefully going forward. Baggin Raggin, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Righty.
Sorry if y'all hear Finn, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a 1 for a second. Oh my god, my heart.
19. Okay. So your dark vision, you happen to be looking for, and then you take a look back and you see like, oh, Hum and Ursus. You turn around and you run head first into a stalactite. Just right ahead. No damage.
Oh no!
There's no damage, but it hurts. It stings.
Let's go leave a blues.
I need someone to pat me on the head.
Me every hour, my guy.
Oh my God.
That's
I lean down to Toba and I'm like, is it bleeding?
Aw.
DM, is he bleeding?
I
No,
need
he's not
someone to
bleeding.
pat me on the head.
No,
That's
Give it
Finn
a
when he
moment,
comes
it
up
might
to me.
bruise, but
Just dramatic, just obviously like, oh god.
Wait,
Oh.
I have the.
That's right.
make a
Hold on.
performance check for me just to see how convincing this is.
Really?
I want this to fail.
I have 0 in performance, so this is gonna be funny.
Well,
I quickly put on my my disguise. I'm now Sarah.
Jessica.
I'm Jessica. Right?
This is
You're
guys.
Oh
This
my
is Baggin Raggin right now.
do I have to roll a whoa.
there's a lot happening.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my. Oh my.
He is not giving a convincing performance right now. This is exactly like the GIF that Gene just posted in the Discord.
Am I pretty at least?
Yeah, for those who are not, yeah, it's the scene from the B movie with the lawyer and it's sped up.
Oh my god.
It's just blank space on the top.
I feel like it's not convincing and no one's
No,
giving
it
me
is
any
not.
mind.
It is-
Toba.
I put my wig away and I just kind of put my arms together and humph.
No, before you hold up. Before you do that, when you do that, Toba just looks at you eyes half open, is like, but yeah, bud, settle down. You just bumped your head.
It felt so much worse. The rejection was way worse than the bump, I'll be honest.
You'll be fine.
Corrind's going to ask to anyone in general, is he always like this?
We've only known him for a short time, so far, yeah.
I'm sure you'll get used to it just like the rest of us.
If you say so.
I'm just imagining him talking with this freaking GIF in front of me.
They did find me in another world, I'll be honest.
According to the laws of aviation, Baggin Raggin shouldn't be blonde.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
I mean, I have blue hair.
To the laws of genetics.
All right, yeah, everybody. So as you are now approaching the end of this tunnel after Baggin Raggin's utterly melodramatic performance.
5 out of 10.
Yep. All right.
Go straight to the bargain bin.
Yep. You then exit the end of the tunnel. It is now getting close to like mid-afternoon or so, and you start walking down the rest of the mountain. And by the time you reach the base, it is very much the afternoon, and it has been a full day for all of you, really. So we are now going to keep it there while I get everyone from the. Let me set this up on my end so that way I jump on everyone's there already rather than. All right, so token layer. So yeah, it has been a very long day for everyone, and you know that there is a 3-day march back to where you came. So, okay, I'm dragging everybody over to the woods again.
Da-da-da-da.
Yep. So, you all make towards the familiar campsite that everyone was there, and you do have the rest of the evening if you want to take care of some small stuff.
I don't think I have anything I have to do.
He's looking at you, Drogar. He is nudging your backpack.
Aww.
Oh, I see what you need.
And he goes in and pulls out the what was it, the wolf's steak?
Yeah,
Yeah, the wolf meat.
You're pulling this like disgusting stuff out, and as you're pulling this out, you see those of you who can see Ursus's little stubby tail like just starts wagging like faster and faster and faster.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is that right? You want it? You want it?
And he just he tosses it like a disc, just
like a
over
frisbee.
him.
Go get it!
That bear runs after.
I just screamed, "Don't get lost! Don't get lost!"
He's there in the woods. This is his home. He's like,
There's bear traps.
No, he knows his way around. He won't get hurt by anything. He's a smart bear.
That's until he hits a bear trap. I almost hit one yesterday.
Well,
no,
this is
today. It
more
would have been
about
today.
you
But
Oh, it was today? Oh, right.
it was
okay.
today.
Yeah, I almost got hit by one earlier when I was lost.
I'd hate to say it, but that sounds more like a you problem than a bear problem.
It really was at the time, I'll be honest.
As you're saying this, like you hear like a large trot. You hear a large trot behind you, and there's Ursus with a big old slab of wolf meat in his mouth. He's like,
That's a good boy. I think Ursus has the right idea. Why don't we make camp here and get some food in our bellies before we keep moving?
Yeah, sounds
Sounds
good.
like a great idea.
right.
Nods.
and
With
we are
that,
going to.
yeah.
And we're going to take this.
Yes.
Yep. We're going to jump like towards the night where everyone has gotten, a bit of a campfire situation going on. Everyone has their rations, whatever, and they're doing their stuff, sitting around a campfire.
He's just eating his own rations. He's just thinking to himself, "Man, I really wish I could be, I could have cooked instead of just eating this slop." He doesn't even really like rations. He just wants to go back to cooking again. Like
He thinks they're mid.
He's sorry, go on.
Skill issue.
He's reminded of the time he used to cook for his family, and he's just looking around, looking at everybody doing their thing, and he's just thinking to himself that once they get back, if they get the chance, he's going to try and find some fresh ingredients and get back into cooking again, just for them, because he's looking at the ration. And he's like, this is no way for anybody to eat. This is bottom of the barrel. And everybody else can see him. He's just you can practically see the steam coming off of his head as he's staring at his bowl, just slightly chewing on whatever the heck the ration is.
It's like dried nuts and dried fruit nuts. It's basically trail mix.
Yeah.
Noticing said steam, Corrind will say, "Are you all right?"
Oh yes, I'm perfectly fine. It's just these rations aren't exactly the best around. These rations make me want to cook again. I used to make all sorts of meals for my family back on the farm, but I haven't touched a ladle in so long. I nearly forgotten what it feels like to even have a actual cooked meal. When we were coming up to the mountain, we found some people that were cooking up their own. I think it was a stew or something, but it only reminded me of home. I just kind of miss the feeling of being the one to fill everybody up and getting all the thank yous.
I can understand.
he just sits there and smiles and just goes,
Well, I've decided that once we get back to base, I may do a little bit of shopping and see what I can pull up. I'd like to practice again and see what everybody else thinks.
Sounds like a great idea.
Thank you. It's usually not many people like to sit around and listen to me talk.
I'm a great listener.
Crispy's just been staring intently this whole time.
"Aw."
Hum has her head down. She's slowly eating her rations and just smiling, listening.
Aw.
Yeah, freaking Crispy just has the excited little intent of tasting Drogar's cooking.
Aw.
Just a little excited kitten.
Mhm.
It probably would even be better off for Ursus here too, because, well, I know he's a bear and he doesn't really need to have his meals cooked or anything, but well, I think it would just be nice to be able to cook for everyone in the family bear.
I know I'd like to taste your cooking.
Oh, I appreciate it, Crispy. Well, soon enough, I'm sure when we get back, maybe I can try something small, maybe some cabbage stew or something. I'm not entirely sure what's available right now, even in this season, but well, I have a little bit of money.
How's Veronan holding up? Toba's looking in his direction.
Yeah, that's a good mention because he hasn't said a single thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is he awake?
Veronan?
He's here. He's here.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
still recovering mentally, so he's not going to be very talkative.
Okay.
Sorry if y'all heard them little yips. By the way, Bean was dreaming.
Aw.
Oh.
That's all right.
Little puppy.
Yeah, he's sitting with me right now. He's laying next to me, and what you heard was his little. That was him dreaming.
I miss my pepper. He's up at the cottage right now.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Anyway, back to the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toba will just ask, how you holding up there?
You'll see him furrow his brow a little bit, close his eyes, open them. He'll look up. He'll be like, I'll be fine. I will.
All right.
I just need some time to, sort things out.
You know I'm here if you need it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Speaking of all of you, he turns to the new person. So, what is your story? What brings you out here?
Initially, I had heard that there was a group who needed a cleric as I was passing the area, And earlier in the morning, I stumbled across your campsite, spotted you guys, and wondered if you were the group needing the cleric.
Did the bleh, I can't speak tonight. Woo! Goodness me.
It's
Did
late
the
night, what can I say?
true that.
Mhm.
Did the guild send you by chance?
The guild?
From Wardbloom. That's where we came from.
Can't say that they did. I just heard in passing.
In passing.
So, you're not with the guild? That is quite peculiar.
He's just still.
Well, I'm an ex-soldier, and my battalion is no longer together, so I've just been wandering recently.
May I? Oh, go ahead, Drogar. Excuse me.
No, that's fine. I was just going to apologize that your friends aren't around. Well, good
Thank you.
to have new ones. It's good that you found us though.
Thank you.
Um,
Drogar, was it?
Yes, Drogar. Yes, Drogar Banagar and my bear Ursus.
Thank you.
if you don't mind me asking, under whose banner did you serve?
I have yet to figure that out, to be honest.
It's okay.
So yeah, Corrind just looks to the ground and just shoulders droop, just not wishing to continue this line of conversation at the moment.
Fair enough. Forgive me if I pry too much. Just please, feel free to catch me. I'm very inquisitive of my of the company I keep.
Not at all. Not at all. I'm just
Being a man of the former man of the sea. You try to get to know your crew.
Mm.
Toba Thunderdon, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's mine. Corrind, Vesomir.
Well, by all intents and purposes, I guess welcome to our merry band.
Thank you.
So, I suppose we should probably assign watches for the night.
Yep. All right. Would someone like to stay for the first watch?
Since Veron's not gonna get too much sleep, he will volunteer for first.
Very well.
Okay.
I'll take the last watch of the day as it integrates with my daily ritual.
I guess I'll take the second.
All right. So, at this point, everyone says goodnight, and I believe it was Veronan. Go and give for me a perception check. In these woods on your first night on the way back. That roll, 14 perception. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just regular bugs and all that, and a couple hours go by, and it's time for the second shift to come around.
And then who was that?
Baggin Raggin.
What do I roll now?
You're gonna roll perception for me.
Okay. There it goes. Ooh.
12. Baggin Raggin.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
This lady.
It's been a day already. Like, let's just throw it on me at this point.
So,
Wolves, 12 of them.
I hit my head. I got rejected. I had to walk.
So I'm gonna place you up here, as oh goodness, it's been a long day. Your eyes start drooping. There is a somewhat familiar blue dragon. Glad you made it back to friends safely. And then disappears from sight right in front of you. Just disappears.
He just comes out of his tent.
I don't know. It was that blue lizard dog thing.
Again?
He just looks around and he's just so tired and confused. Just
You don't see anything he's talking about, but if it's anything like the dragons, it's probably like disappeared. And he said it was blue, so you're familiar with one blue little dragon of that size that wasn't the other character.
yep.
So,
So he just goes. He just growls and goes. He slowly goes back into the tent.
Why do you do this?
That is their way, their nature.
so
God, why do they torture me so?
all right. So at this point, Baggin Raggin, as you're frantically looking about, trying to figure out where this blue dragon goes, it is the end of your shift, as Toba Thunderdon is probably awake at this point already. Started headed towards your area.
What's all the ruckus?
I don't know. I was here a second ago. I was starting to doze. I'll be honest. But then, like, remember how I was telling you there was like this dragon thing? Like, it was an orange one. Then there was a blue one. Well, that blue one, like, originally they didn't say nothing to me. I'll be honest. And then it popped up in front of my face. It scared me, to be fair. And it was like, I'm glad you're back. And then poof, gone. I don't know if I'm hallucinating at this point or what. And then over there we got Drogar over here. Like, he was like, what happened? Then fell asleep on me.
Man is tired. Leave him alone.
I'm tired.
I think you should probably get some sleep. I'll take it from here, little one. All right, Toba will sit down. He'll place a scimitar on his tusks, and he'll stand his watch.
All right, go and give him a perception check for me.
Perception, stand by. No, not with advantage. Normal roll.
Yep.
And 18.
18. All right. As you place that scimitar on your tusks, you go into your meditative trance, and you do pay attention to nature all around you. The swishing of trees, breeze that goes by, and it starts getting slightly brighter as the morning comes. As the hours pass by, nothing eventful happens. It is now a brand new day for everyone. Everyone has just gotten a long rest, and onto the first full day of walking back to camp.
Oh,
No, not camp. Walking back to Ward Bloom.
To Ward Bloom, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
In fact, let me just go to the map, change this back to day.
Pink.
Yeah, I just have night and day. I don't have like morning, evening, all those other
Yeah.
hours. Just, I only have
I'm
some
just
time.
stuck up in the tree.
I was wondering why you were in the tree.
Man, you
Will you
partied
get-
hard last night. All right.
Will you get down from there?
Dragons came back and screwed with me. I was
Yeah.
asleep.
It's the dragon scaring you like the cat gets scared by the dog in Looney Tunes.
Oh yeah, he's literally his nails are dug into the ceiling or something, and he's upside down.
I was thinking like it was like the air mattress, and then you push him out to the lake, kind of scenario.
I mean, they might do that in the future if air mattresses were a thing. But all right, so everyone begins waking up, and we start going on towards a new day.
Oh boy. So Drogar just, he gets out of the tent, and he's just he has a little bit of bags under his eyes. He's still a little grumpy from last night being woken up by a screaming gnome.
Yeah, it's what you got your full rest and all, but man, are you groggy?
That's exactly it. He just looks over. He looks over at the he looks over at the gnome, and
I feel no shame in waking you up. To be fair, use your words, bud. Use your words.
He just
I'm
walks
so
over.
salty right now.
He just walks over. He just walks over and bonks you lightly on the head.
How about my actions instead speak for me?
I'm injured.
Help, help, I need an adult.
And then the Dragonborn punts the goblin.
So he's looking. He looks through his berry, he finds him, and he slowly wakes up Ursus just to get him ready for the day.
He does, dude. I love that gift so much.
Oh, I know. Oh, all right, Drogar and Ursus are ready.
I'll be honest, I didn't see the gift until this moment.
Boy. All right, so everyone is getting all their stuff together. I need someone to roll the d20 for me, please, for this first leg of the journey.
I say we should have the new member do it.
Oh yeah, you know what? Good point.
There you
Go
go.
ahead, just roll a straight d20 for me.
All right, so I'll just do this on roll 20.
Yep, go
Yep.
ahead. 16. All right, so this day's journey goes by, and as you're walking forward in the woods, you're paying attention to see, Baggin Raggin, you're like looking everywhere for bear traps, and you go through the day, noon hits, and afternoon, and it's a nice, beautiful day for a walk. Really long walk for 8 hours, as you all, eventually rest every now and then, and nothing eventful happens this
Goody.
first time. So, we now head into the night. Go to back. Night of the first day back. Everyone is getting everything ready. So let's see who's going to take first watch for me, please.
I shall.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception. Clicky. Oh, 17.
17. All right. You don't catch anything out of the ordinary. No. And on to the second watch of the night. Who would like to take that?
If nobody else takes it, I'll take it.
All right.
I'll always take the last watch.
All right, then. Then I will
All right.
be the next one.
All right. Roll perception for me.
Perception. Let me just go ahead and not roll that. Perception. There you are. Rolling. Ooh, a 21.
Ooh.
Wayne.
You said roll perception, right?
Yep. Perception. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. 21
Okay,
is
then
good,
yes,
good
21.
number.
That is a
Sure.
good number.
Looking about, and you see about you are looking about, constantly looking. Fireflies start appearing out in the woods. Just fireflies glowing out there. It's actually quite beautiful. And as you're looking about, nothing of note as Toba comes out and takes the third watch.
How was the night, bud?
I got to see a very nice firefly show.
It's still going. Yep, there are dozens of fireflies just floating about, glowing, just being very beautiful.
He's just kind of pointing him out as he walks off, and he pats him on the shoulder.
Enjoy the company tonight.
I will. Get some rest, bud. Toba will sit down, place the scimitar in his tusks, and man his watch.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Okay, come on, mouse. Mouse. Thank you. Perception. And beep. 13.
13. All right. As you sit and you meditate, you are paying attention, and you hear slightly louder buzzing than usual, but it's not like an angry buzzing sound. It's more like a zzz, gentle sound. It's something like lands on your shoulder. Zzz, something like lands on your other shoulder.
Mm.
And as the morning comes, Where is Matt? Put you back. As morning comes for the first day, as the morning light starts creeping in, you all wake up and you see Toba is, all these fireflies are dotting across him, and they are doing like an LED light show on him.
Aww.
So it's like this weird circular pattern that's around him as
Like
he's
the
just
little
meditating there.
DJ going on.
And just for the laugh of it, there's like two like right in front of his eyes, so it looks like his eyes are glowing.
Yep.
I am not dead. I am meditating.
Yep, it is strangely peaceful.
I am a druid, so
Yep, nature does its thing, bro, around you.
what a nice night. Morning, friends.
Did you say that like all the fireflies just like they just all go off at once at far corners of the woods?
Good morning.
Morning, Drogar.
He just, does the same thing as he did the last night. Just
You're-
get verses ready.
You were right. That was quite the marvel, actually.
Right, it was quite rare. I don't normally see the amount of those little fireflies that bunched up.
I've seen it once or twice back at Strachio, but still few and far between. Anyway, let's move on. We're almost we're a day's away from Ward Bloom.
Oh,
Did you hear a snore from, I'm assuming, Veronan?
Well, okay.
There he is.
So at this point, everyone's awake. Everyone's got, the packing going on and all that. And I need someone to roll a d20 for me for the second day of your journey.
Oh boy. You know what? I'll throw it. Here we go. 19 again. What
Nice.
the actual
Not
heck?
bad.
All right, 19. Just a regular 19. That's really good. That's very good. As you're walking forward, and the skies begin to darken a little bit. Right, it's starting to get a little cloudy overhead. You start looking up and think it might rain soon, maybe, but not like immediately. It's just overcast right now. And as you're walking along, there's a glint in the woods, just a little bit off the path.
Anybody else see that?
Yeah, I see it. What is it, though?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to roll perception.
All right, go ahead and roll perception for me, please.
Okay. Here we go. Soft 20.
Money. Looks like money.
It's like money?
Yep.
Money?
As you get closer, you see that there are. I'm going to be nice. 8 gold pieces just strewn about on the ground.
One for each of us.
Hold it.
no.
We don't know. Yeah, could be a trap.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we need to check and see if it's possible that someone may have dropped this. Otherwise, we'd be breaking a law of association or something like that.
Go for it.
We kind of just pick things up. This is finders keepers is not as solid of a rule as one would think.
Toba will turn to Baggin Raggin. What do you think of the situation? Baggin Raggin.
Sorry, I had some mic stuff going on. What were you saying again?
We found 8 gold pieces on the ground in the middle of the woods, and Hum is like, hold on, don't just take it.
And then, of course, Toba's like, it could be a trap, so he's...
a thief. I literally stayed on the mountain. I would have stolen shit if it wasn't like...
Well, I'm asking, do you think it may be a trap?
I can check if it's trap.
Please.
So, well, let me see, go back to character. See, wait. Well, I mean, if it was me personally, I would take it, but it does seem kind of fishy. Maybe I should check it for traps.
Good idea. Go for it.
All right, what do I roll for that?
What would you
Investigation?
roll for? Yeah, go ahead and roll the investigation for me, please.
18.
18. All right. You cautiously approach. He's like, all right, there's gold coins that are on the ground. They are not in a pile. They are kind of strewn about.
It's almost like attack, kind of. Someone was attacked, dropped it, ran, or something.
You notice that investigate the area, and then you notice that these are next to like a thorny bush of some sort, and on that thorny bush there's a scrap of leather of some sort.
Does it look like a dead body?
No, there's no dead body.
Okay.
In fact, you see there are like footprints that are walking like to the side of it.
It's out of disappointment, I heard.
Yep. Am I right?
You see there are like footprints going just off the path going that way, and you surmise that maybe this was just someone's coin purse that was on the side of their hip, and as they passed by, a tear had opened in that coin purse, and a couple of coins had fallen out.
All right, I go to pick one of them up.
I need you to roll a Constitution. No, it's
I knew it.
Gold. It is actual. It feels like a gold coin. This is gold, all right.
I grab them and I walk back. It's safe. I think someone dropped them though.
Make sure you add 8 gold to your inventory, Baggin Raggin.
All right.
Just looks at Baggin Raggin very annoyed.
What?
Drogar looks at
Put them with everyone. Like I'm getting looks here.
Drogar looks at Hum just like slightly annoyed because he's like, I could have had that gold. I could have had money to.
This is that triangle of disappointment.
So in this case, Baldur's Gate 3 law, didn't like that. Drogar didn't like that.
Well, Hum is
that is the average that is the average rogue for you.
Hum is annoyed because really, she wanted to find who the person was that lost their gold. Because if it is exactly what you say, Wabbit, this person didn't realize that their purse had snagged open in this bush.
There's only one thing I have to say to you. There is a law around here. There's a law that everyone usually follows, and it goes a little something like this. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Did I not just say that finders keepers is not as solid a rule as one would think?
I was too busy celebrating at the bar.
just the thought of money just made him just like he is showing his red dragon side.
Hum sighs and she goes over to the bush to carefully pick the leather out of it.
All right, go ahead and add leather purse scrap to your inventory.
Okay.
MacGyver protocols have slowly risen to like 5% or so. By the end of the adventure, like some people just have the randomest stuff in their inventory. This is the start of that.
I mean, if it's anything like me in Ultima, I'm probably gonna have 3 pieces of jerky, a lance that I found off of some dead guy's back, and a rubber ducky.
Remember, I cut off the paws of the wolves and I put them in my bag.
2 words, floating.
Yeah, you did.
2 words, floating cabbage.
Cabbage, just what I needed.
Okay, add a 3rd word to that. Indestructible floating cabbage.
Oh no.
What?
That's from another.
Reference?
It's a reference to another show. Let's move on.
All right, so as Hum is just disgruntledly like, yeah, whatever. You all continue on the day, and then night comes. Yep. To the back. Yep. As night falls once more in the woods, you are getting closer to your destination. Only 1 day's journey left. So who would like to take first watch?
I'll take
the first. Okay, he'll go.
Oh,
then
no.
I'll go. Oh, I'll go. Okay, what do you want to do?
Rochambeau! Rochambeau! Rochambeau!
You know what? How about a D&D Rochambeau? Let's see who rolls the higher number on their D20. Let's go. I roll first. You could easily beat that.
Oh god.
Yeah, you're right.
First.
Yeah.
Rochambeau'd by a goblin. Good job.
Yeah.
He's a gnome. People keep forgetting that.
Gnome.
All right.
At this point, I'm acting like a goblin.
Thank you.
Baggin Raggin, I need you to roll a perception check for me, please.
All right. 18.
You keep your eye out for any crazy blue dragons that are out there. Maybe even that little orange dude as well.
I hear something in the bushes. I go, what was that?
Squirrel jumps out. It just like screws up a tree.
Throw a dagger at it. You know?
Got that Vietnam 1,000-yard stare.
You toss it at it, like it's like put it beneath the foot. It just like crawls up the tree very, very quickly. You would go up and retrieve your dagger and be like,
next time, squirrel. Next time.
Dinglebird.
No, Toronto.
No! I'll get you next time, Conker. Next time! Anyway.
It's been very uneventful aside from a squirrel. Drogar, it is your turn for the watch.
Yeah, so he gets out of his tent and...
Anything to report?
Nope. Just a squirrel. I've made a new enemy. But I'll get him back at some point.
A squirrel!
As you see Squirrel, Ursus, from the middle of his nap, just, from the middle of the sleep, he like just... Like, his head fucks up, ears prick up.
It's up the tree! Go get it, Ursa!
We must...
Defend my honor!
He's just trying his damnedest to hold it together.
Ursus, we have something to hunt tonight. Apparently the squirrels were giving our gnome problems. Oh, good our Lord.
I leave it in your glorious lizardy hands, and I go into the tent.
As you're saying this, like Ursa, gets up and does a big stretch yawn, stretches forward a little bit in the hips, walks over towards you, sits in. He's going to be sitting watch with you.
Oh,
yep.
That's my boy.
All right. So as Baggin Raggin goes inside the tent and goes to bed, I need you, Drogar, to roll a perception check for me, please.
You got it. Yoink! Oh my goodness, a 10.
Uh-oh.
A 10.
Oh no.
As you're sitting there and watching, you see, he's like, you hear something moving? Ursus goes, boom, 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 like marching off in the woods. And in the distance, you see him climbing a tree. Just
what are you doing up there?
Squirrel.
As you see, you see a little red squirrel. No, it's like too dark at night, but it's a squirrel just like bounce from one limb to the other. Ursa's like just jumps down and climbs over another tree.
Fly through the tree.
Ursus, be careful! You can't fly.
Yeah.
He's a bear. He'll be fine from a fall. He's like trying to get the squirrel, and it's like just bouncing in between the trees. And Ursa's like going down one tree, going up the tree. But by the time he gets up there, the squirrel like jumps to the next one, and you are distracted from watching at the night, just trying to get your bear to obey your orders.
Is he making a lot of noise? I'm just wondering if
it's a tree.
I'm just wondering if it's woken anybody up.
It all depends on you, really.
Okay, so unbeknownst to Drogar, Veronan's right next to him, watching at the same time.
Magic's up some popcorn.
Yeah, Drogar, as you're
Corrind's
saying,
head is just peeking out from his from his tent going,
Baggin Raggin pops out and you get him! Get him!
Is everybody just have to watch this thing?
yes!
At this point, after a couple minutes of this, like Ursus like drops down to the ground. He looks up. He's like snarls at this squirrel who's going like shakes its tail at him. Ursus,
You shut up! People are trying to sleep!
He just kind of wonders now. He's looking through his backpack to see what he has. He's like, you know what? I bet you I could get some good target practice into this thing. he pulls out a hand axe that just so happens to be inside of his knapsack, and he's just
as you turn to look for the squirrel, it's not in the branches anymore. It is gone.
Oh, darn it.
Darn it all! So he just puts it back and he's like,
Next time.
Tinkerbell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ursus is next to the tent, but he's not curled up. He is kind of like splooting, and he's heads down on the ground, and he's like he's like sleepy, kind of angry look that he didn't get that squirrel.
Aw, he's a little cranky.
he just walks over and pets him a little bit.
We'll get one next time.
Yep. And
He's a tired, pouty look.
as you do that, Toba walks over to you, and it's time for the next shift.
Surprisingly enough, Toba slept through that whole ordeal while everyone else was awake.
Yeah.
Toba, I've only got one thing to say to you. If there's a squirrel in your vicinity, kill it!
I'll
something at
keep
level.
that in mind.
I'm just curious how Squirrel became enemy number one, public enemy number one between this man.
You know, I do have speak with animals, so why don't you?
Yeah, this would be too funny. This would be too funny.
Drogar, just go get some sleep.
Swearing at us.
Well, we'll see if I run into a squirrel. Anyway, just go get some sleep, bud. I got this.
That's a all right. Okay. So, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yes, sirree. 12.
All right, you keep your eye out for squirrels, and there's really nothing squirrel-like that's out there. It's like, apparently, they got.
It's actually a vampire.
Yeah, it sounds like a gigantic, large animal of some sort scared off most of the wildlife in the general vicinity. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not much of a.
Wonder what?
Not much of a gambling elephant, but I can bet 2 coppers who I think that large animal might be.
As you look over and you see Ursa's like tongue flopped out.
Yeah.
Yep, he's gone from being like this blue position to just on its side.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Yep.
Honestly, though, as far as this whole night's kind of been squirrely, I guess.
As the night continues, nothing else of interest happens as morning has come out into the token lair. No, not the token. Oops, I didn't mean to hit the token lair. Uh-oh, I did it bad.
No, where's the grid?
Okay, token layer. This goes to the map, and then map layer. This goes to back. All right, there we go. All right, everything was good. Everyone still see their characters? Yep. Okay, It's daytime, woods. All right, we're good. What can I say? It's getting close to loopy hours for me. But as we are at the dawn of the 3rd day, and I realized what I had just said immediately after saying it.
Toba looks up. As I say, Toba looks up to the sky and sees there's a moon coming at us.
You look up, and since it is the morning, you do see. Let me just check. Come on, please. Rikkaku is at first quarter rising, so it's not quite half moon, but it's getting there. But other than that, it's still in its roughly very far away position and not grinning maliciously coming at Termina or anything.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Wait, have we been having the same dream?
Possibly.
Ah, who'd have thunk? Anyway.
The moon was ugly.
Yeah, it was.
As everyone is packing things together, Crispy.
So, squirrel?
Yeah, okay, Baggin Raggin is looking for a squirrel. And Crispy, you hear...
What?
Oh,
Your little owl buddy has, shown up next to you.
Oh,
And he's like on a nearby branch, and he's, flapping his wings, looking at you.
oh, hello, friend.
He like flies right next to the ground, next to you. He's, standing there looking up at you.
Oh, it's nice to see you as well.
Tilts his head off to the side, ruffles his feathers a little bit, like hops over to your leg and like starts like rubbing his head against your leg a little bit. And then flies off into the woods to be doing his owl thing. Drogar, you notice Ursus has been just looking at this owl the whole entire time.
Ursus, that is not a toy, nor is it food. That is off limit.
And you swear you hear Ursus like sigh as he nods at you.
Listen, we'll get you some good food on the way back, I promise.
Yep. All right.
That's my boy.
Yep. At this point, there is no need for any D20 rolls because you are going along, and eventually you do find a very well-trodden path that is, going from the woods out to Mount Zureen. Because everyone starts from this area going out towards that way, but it's like when you get in the woods, you kind of like, depending on weather and whatnot, you take certain paths, and it's kind of hard to follow. But at this point, you do actually get to see a path in front of you. Still a trek to get all the way to Wardbloom. Everyone's, just slowly walking throughout the day.
Just a quick point to note. As the days like sort of progressively, she's been progressively appearing more and more tired and quiet. So she is very quiet. She's not said a single word since finding the gold and all that sort of stuff. She's just really quiet. She's really tired looking. She's not looking too good.
You gonna be all right there, Hum?
Should be. Let's just get back.
As
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt any role-playing moments here, guys.
I mean,
Are we good?
yeah. Hold on. Do you need a lift or anything?
No.
Okay.
No, I'll be okay. Thank you.
All right. Fair enough.
As the day progresses, and hours go by, the paths, it's a little rough at first, couple potholes here and there, but eventually it turns into a more even path as people have walked back and forth from Mount Zureen to Wardbloom over the however many years it's been. And eventually, as you get closer and closer to the edge of the forest, noon becomes afternoon, becomes late evening, and you all arrive outside the skirts of Wardbloom. It's not quite night, but it's pretty close to that. And you see off of the, as you are at the edge of the woods, off of the distance, you do happen to see the familiar layouts for those who have been to Wardbloom of this area. And, the lights are on in a couple houses, but you do recognize that there are lights on at the Adventurers Guild.
Good to be back.
You can say that again. I'm ready to hit the hay, but we should at least tell them we're back.
Yeah, we should probably debrief, and then we'll maybe get something we get some food in our system, and then probably call it a night. Toba will start heading towards the guild.
Alright.
Drogar would do the same.
Sorry, go ahead.
We'll wait for everyone to go ahead of her before following behind them all.
Okay. So, staying outside with Ursus because Ursus knows his place.
Aww.
Oh.
She notices Ursus and then holds her hand out again.
Yep, Ursus, takes his big nose and starts rubbing against your hand. Everyone else is...
Just as affectionate as your rider.
Everyone else is heading inside the guild?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright.
Waiting on the new players.
Yep.
Okie doke. So we're just going to hop right inside the guild here. And the guild is very, somewhat surprisingly busier than normal here this time of night. Where is the... Oh, hang on. I need to swap out the sound for something. Okay, let's planes. Let's go to 1920 Speakeasy. Here we go. It's technically... That's the name of the audio. As you all walk in, and you happen to notice that right at the very... there's another character I want to have out here. Which character was it? It was... Here we go. This character. So, as you walk in, the first person that some of you may notice is a woman who has this amazingly dyed hair. It's like yellow, blue, and red, and all sorts of stuff. And she's, as you walk in, the place is busy. There are people, talking and drinking and laughing, and some of them, you don't recognize too many of them. But the ones who do, but this woman over here, she looks over and she's like waving her hand frantically over towards the front, where, come on, please pick the two gentlemen are sitting at the, what's essentially like the bar section of this, and here's something like, oh yeah, thanks for shelter. Oh my goodness, you guys are back! Come on in. As Corrind, what you see is a rather tall, skinny, shaved head guy who is currently working essentially a bar that's over there, but he's also got grease stains on his shirt. He's got an apron on, and he's next to another character with brown hair. It's kind of also cut short, but nowhere near as short as this tall, skinny character. And this guy goes, "Oh my god, welcome back, you wait, 1, 2, hold on, Max, hang on, so, Mac, this is the, right, is it their new person? Oh, come on in, just come on over."
So, Drogar will, just kind of lean himself on the table and just wait for everybody else to do their thing.
Alright, yep, one by one, you all go up. Corrind, you are new to this area, so what would you like to do?
I think I'll introduce myself.
All right. So as you walk up to the to this bar area here, you have this tall character, the one that's tough. I believe you're new here. It's this one. We're gonna put her over here at the corner.
Yes.
I don't believe we've met before.
Yes, my name is...
Sorry. You first, of course. Mac is looking over. It's like, what's the matter, Yuvin? Huh? Can't really say hello to the new person no more? It's just super busy tonight, right? Okay. But as he said, I'm Yuvin. I'm the head of the Adventurers Guild here, and you are?
Corrind Vesomir.
Corrind Vesomir. Oh, I think I've heard of you. You were from... There was a rumor going around that there was a soldier of some sort that was... Mac elbows Yuvin a little bit. I'm Mac, by the way. You and I were... it's first time here at the guild?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, what the boss was saying is that there was a cleric that was going to be looking out for a group of adventurers in need of, well, a cleric, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, well, rumors travel pretty fast around here in Kovacia, but, yep, looks like you found the group that I don't think, y'all, no, he turns over to the rest of the group. He's like, y'all didn't have a cleric with you, did you?
Not really, no.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh. Speaking of which, where's the short cute, what was it, a bard or whatever she was? Where'd she go?
She's just outside. She doing her usual thing, tending to herself.
Yep. Yep. And, Hum, how long would you like to tend for yourself out there?
She's taking longer than expected, but she does eventually come in. Like maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, at that point, we're going to jump back to Wardbloom as Hum and Ursus are outside. And as you're standing out there, you see everyone grow in. And oh shoot! Oh come on! I literally just had her. Where? Here we go. Yep.
Right now,
Well, no, not that large. Not that large.
Hum is kneeling by Ursus and just giving him regular pets.
Yep. All right. So, as this character with the long hair, some of you would know her by the name of Rochelle, and so she looks over. She's looking back, and she eventually walks out over towards you, Hum, and Ursus.
Hum notices and kind of jumps a little bit, and then stands up, brushes her knees off. Hello, Rochelle, is it?
She nods her head.
Right. And she's going to cast Comprehend Languages. She's going to plink away at her kalimba so that she could comprehend Rochelle's sign language.
I'm glad you caught on to this.
Of course.
Very nice.
Of course I did. Of course I did.
Note to self, Kiki is the smart one of the group. Okay. So, as you are doing this, she's making hand motions, and it's kind of odd that even though that she's using these hand motions, you understand what she is saying, but it's not like you're hearing a voice in your head saying it. So as she's making motions, eventually it's like, what's with the kalimba plinking for?
It's so I could understand you, Rochelle. I noticed you were doing that while you were with the Plain Rubies, just talking with Drogar and with the others. I figured it was because you were unable to speak.
Oh yeah, CSL. That's basically what a common sign language. So yeah. What are you doing out here instead of with your group? I would like to point out to everybody that I don't have my camera on, but I am legitimately waving my hands around while doing this. I don't know why.
I can somehow tell in your voice.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I felt in the way for the most part. Figured that just being here, at least for a little bit, I felt better. I feel better when I'm on my own or in company of someone that wouldn't be as judgmental. And she pets Ursus.
Ah, yes, alone, outside, with a bear. That makes sense. Is he friendly? And as she's like slowly reaching out her hand to try and she's like hesitant in petting the bear.
He's been friendly so far. I'll make sure that he doesn't hurt you. And if he doesn't, and if he gets too much, then I'll be sure to call out to Drogar.
All right. Well, she reaches out, starts petting, and funny for a girl who knows common sign language is that she's good with her hands. There's a better way of wording that, but she's very good at giving pets. Still got to be a better way of wording that.
Oops.
No way you can challenge this.
We're past midnight now, aren't we?
Oh god.
Yeah. So Ursa's like a little hesitant at first, but then he's like starting leaning into Rochelle's pets, and Rochelle's like, oh, she's doing this, and It's like just a couple of it's like, oh, what a good boy, I'm assuming.
Oh, that's what I keep hearing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not about to check.
Rochelle leans back, looks down, looks up. Yeah, it's a boy.
I'll take your word on it.
Sure you do. That's the spell's gonna last for like what, an hour or something?
Yeah.
It's plenty of time. So it's like, well, what I do know about friends and all that is that you never are truly alone. I know that when I'm with Joan Fee and hang on, let me just make sure. I think it was hang on,
Shireen.
yeah, Shireen and Joan Fee. All right, when I'm with Shireen and Joan Fee, those two are my good friends. We've been friends for a long time in adventuring and all. And at first, I was shy because, well, I mean, the CSL. I mean, not many people actually understand the sign language, but over time, I don't think they understand every word of it. But Shireen and Joan Fee, they eventually, and she's like, it's odd, like, you know how some people lose their words and like trying to come up with the correct words? Like, imagine trying to do that with hands, and she's like, her hands are like clenching, and it's like, Eventually, Joan Fee and Shireen and I, we just understand each other. And I'm sure that if you stick with this group, the new one there looks all right, but the other ones, eventually you will feel like you have family, friends, whatever it is you want it to be with them.
That's a lovely thought. And Hum is just... Initially, she smiles at the waving statement, and then just looks down and sort of hides her face away. It's a nice thought and nothing else. They are very wonderful folks. That I cannot deny. Whether or not they would want me to stay with them is not up to me. She's not sure if she's still wondering if she's even fit to stay in this guild. She's not used to being with a bunch of people for as long as this.
Rochelle's like, at the very least, give Yuvin your report on the, maybe not report, it's debriefing on the situation. Because I'm sure he would love to know all that has happened in the woods and whatnot.
He has at least 6 other people to tell him that.
A 7th is always welcome.
If you say so. I suppose just for the sake of image, I should probably go back and at least make myself known over there.
So, yes, you should. And this is said by Rochelle just like slowly nodding her head and leaning towards you.
Hum leans back a little bit.
Sorry, my bad. Personal space can be sometimes of an issue, but
I can understand that, considering an inability to speak, you have to make your point somehow. Say from smacking someone upside the head.
Well,
she gives Ursus one last scritch behind the ears. I'm gonna go back inside of the guild.
Okay.
You be good outside.
Smart bear if he understood you. Anyways.
He's a pretty smart one.
Don't worry. And she's all right. Well, then do take care, Hum. And Hum, when she's been spelling her name, she does like the common sign language letter at a time. But when she says Hum, what she does is make the common sign language for H, puts it to her lips, and floats it up into the air in a waving motion, kind of like a song.
Oh. That's very. Notices and just smiles. That is very heartfelt. Have a good night, Rochelle.
Good night. And she follows you as you join the rest of your group. Back inside the guild. As you're all chit-chatting and doing all of this, GM Hum joins in. Rochelle follows her. And Yuvin's like, oh yeah, Hum, come on over here while we get just a debriefing on the whole situation. And Corrind, this entire time, Yuvin has been telling you that, okay, so quick orientation, because I probably don't want to be going over this too much. Here is your quick little thing to pin on for he's telling you about the Sparrow's Wing Inn. That's where you're going to be comped for staying at the night. He's been going over how the guild works. Basically, the really quick, boring orientation that the rest of you all had to do. Baggin Raggin, you're rolling your eyes because oh god, I heard this before. And Mac's already there. He's pouring out a heavy drink for both of you.
It's gonna be this again.
Oh jeez, tell me, this is the 1,000th time I've heard of it. What was that? Nothing, Yuvin. I love hearing it.
You're good.
Yeah, that's just the quick rundown of all of it. And
just pour me a glass of wine. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yep. That's going to be kind of weird. The job I sent you on, there was only going to be for he points to, Toba, Crispy, Veronan, Baggin, Drogar, and for the 6 of you. So, sorry, Corrind, you're not going to get paid for this one. Because technically you weren't part of the group at the time. But don't worry. Next big mission you guys go on, I'll make sure you get paid fairly. It's
speaking of Yuvin, we found someone we're not sure who it was, but someone had lost some of their change, and she proceeds to take the leather scrap out of her basket. We found a piece of satchel or money pouch just to hang it in some thorns, along with some gold coins that have been strewn about. I think someone may have lost some of their change. If you know anyone that's been missing it, has a ruined bag, then we could certainly pay them off.
He, takes a scrap of leather out and he's rubbing it in his hand. It's wow, that is some really high quality leather. It's really high quality. How much did you say? Did anyone know how much? Was it a lot of gold or not a lot of?
There was about 8 gold strewn about. That was all we found.
8 gold, huh? Some rich bloke don't even gonna miss it. Finders keepers, am I right? He looks over towards Baggin Raggin.
You're right, butter.
Well, at least out in the woods, right? I mean, if I hear anything, then I'll take care of it. But other than that, sure, consider that Corrind's payment, right? Or maybe. So Baggin Raggin, you're smiling and sweating at that, and Yuvin's maybe just we'll work it out, because he's doing the math in his head. 6 of you. Yep. All right. Yep. So, so Yuvin reaches into in a particular box. He takes out Corrind. You see that he is it's this very long, narrow box of some sort. And as Yuvin fiddles with the front of it, opens it up, he reaches inside and he pulls out. See, it's gonna be 8, 16. It's going to be 8 gold per person who was part of the team, so 8 times 6 is 40. He pulls out 40 gold and just pours it all on the table. No, that's
48. 48. 8 times 5 is 40.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 48. Is that? Oh,
6 times 8 is 48.
Yeah.
6 times 8 is 48. All right, yep. Like I said,
third grade taught me that rhyme.
It's so late at night. I don't do math with paper and pencil in front of me. But yeah,
You're
it's 48 gold, right? So 8 gold to everybody. So that way, It's all
They're about it.
except for
Probably the
Baggin.
only one in this chat that can do it in my head.
Yep. So Baggin Raggin, the 8 gold you got earlier, that is what essentially your payment. Everyone else is getting the 8 gold. That's quote unquote fair, totally planned.
Whatever.
Like,
I risked my. I'm slightly inebriated, so I'm like, I risked my life for those 8 gold coins.
roll
Didn't
a
you fight
deception
us,
check
Squirrel?
for me, please.
What? Which one?
Deception check.
Deception.
I know you were lying.
Oh my god.
14.
Oh my
So
god.
Yuvan is going, and Hum, you hear like a feeling in the back of your head. It's like, wow, that little gnome's a big liar.
Yeah.
I'm just so it's like
Hum sighs heavily, pushes her 8 gold over to Drogar, and just sits.
He just. Oh goodness gracious.
it was
So-
Jessica.
So Yuvan leans forward. It's like, so were there any complications on this particular mission? Well, not really mission. It's just a task or whatever.
Couple of dire wolves before we hit the mountain, and then when we went to perform the ritual, I guess those were spirits, dust demons that attacked us.
As Mac is like, fixing up drinks, he like pauses, stops, like, wait, what? I mean, direwolves are one thing, but spirits? Yuvan is like taken aback as well. He's like, that's weird.
Just
Sorry, didn't mean to get in the middle of you.
that's all right. They were spirits that came from the ashes or the dust from the summit of the mountain. Just started picking up swords and just started throwing them at us. One actually managed to hit Crispy pretty good, but otherwise we were unharmed.
Yuvan is he's like leaning back, his brow furrows, and he's like, I've never heard of that before. That's weird. How long I'm looking up the how long the understanding thing goes for hang on. So where in the world am I going to find the understanding languages hum? It's an action, a spell? Comprehend language rituals. All right. Duration 1 hour. All right. Okay, so for an hour. So
And it's been 15 minutes already.
15, 20 minutes somewhere. All right. Okay. Just double checking. So Yuvan is like, that is incredibly strange. I've never heard of that before. Well, I'm glad you all came out mostly safe. Crispy, sorry about that flying dagger or
I'm
whatever.
fine now. It's I'm all healed now thanks to Corrind here.
Oh yeah, Cleric. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Real serendipitous that this was the group that was looking for a cleric, right? Mac's like, yep, totally serendipitous. But yeah, it is kind of weird. So
Shrinks a little bit at the comment.
Mac notices. He just kind of notices a little bit, but he looks over to it. He just looks back. Yuvan's like, well, I'll have to talk with our buyer about that. Maybe. He's like, stop it. Was that Urn cursed or something? Ash, never. It's so weird. Yuvan's like, don't worry about it, boss. I mean, take a look at these brave adventurers, right? They got everything under control here. And you hear in the back of your head hum. It's like, Mac is thinking of something. What is he up to?
Hum isn't going to say anything, but she's going to just stay. She's just going to stay put. She's staying quiet. And she's not going to leave, actually. She does not plan to leave.
All right. Understand a little bit. Okay, so I'm looking at comprehend languages, and technically, common sign language wouldn't fall under this, but screw it, on the DM. I want this to work.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes
Common
roll a
sign
cool.
language.
Sometimes you gotta go roll a cool.
Yep, common sign language for all intents and purposes is a verbal thing. So if she's doing some weird signing, you'll hear it if you can't necessarily see her.
Yeah.
All right, at least within reason, quote unquote.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So yeah, literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear, and if someone's doing that, sure, what I'll call it that. Written language you can see, but it must be touching the surface on which the words are written. Okay. So, Yuvan is like, oh man, that's, well, you guys got your payments? You're more than welcome to get some food here, and, Mac's like, oh boss, you've had a pretty busy day, huh? I mean, look at all these customers, right? I mean, it's starting to die down a little bit because everything's got, well, you can head out early for the night, right? Yuvan's like, you sure you got everything under control? Mac's like, oh, I got everything under control. Same, me and Harry, we got all this. Right, Harry? And Corrind, from one of the behind the kitchen doors, you see it open, and a small dwarf character, sticks his head out. It's like, everything's good here. And then just disappears in there. Yuvan's nodding his head. He's like, yeah, I'll probably head out a little earlier than usual. But, Mac, I trust you to close up for the night? Mac's like, yep, totally fine. And with that, Yuvan is like, all right, y'all take care. Corrind, should fit in pretty well with this group here. Hopefully sometime in the morning something will come up. And where is that lair? Yuvan is, heads out the back. Much calmer than he did a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And out he goes. So with that, Mac really leans over. It's like, guys want to stick around until closing time? And Rochelle, you hear, I knew it, in the back of your head.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so this was Rochelle talking to him all
Rochelle
the time.
was talking the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
That thought in the that thought in the back of your head that sounds like it's Rochelle that whole time. I'll try and make it.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, the whole time you were hearing what is he up to? With some weird hand language stuff because Rochelle talks to herself with her hands, I guess.
They might as well. No one's gonna hear her.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least no one could hear her before.
Right.
And, hearing this, Hum just looks over at Rochelle and just nods, understanding.
Oh, oops. Then she, takes her hands behind her back. She's, slightly pink in the face a little bit.
Aww.
All right. So, as the night wanes on, you all have a nice, comped meal by Mac. And it's... basically, it's like mashed potatoes, collard greens, and it's got a little bit of beef on the side there. Seasoned of Waffle House. It's a decent meal after having been on rations for 7 days, which I assume everyone's removed from their inventory. 7 rations. This food tastes good.
I'm sure Drogar's eating like a king.
Oh,
yeah.
Trust me, he is munching down on everything he can.
Yep.
He missed this kind of stuff. You can tell he's drooling at the mouth and everything.
Yep. So as the night wanes on, eventually, people start leaving. Rochelle starts heading out, does her thing. At this point, she waves to you and she makes hand motions, but the spell's worn off at this point. So, but you can gather that she's take care, and she does that same hum motion.
Aw. Hum nods, smiles, and
who
waves
rolled?
back.
Who rolled? Oh,
I didn't roll. I pressed the ration button.
Whoops.
I meant to click the delete button next to it.
You use what? Yeah, you use rations to season the meal for some weird reason. Yeah, after 7 days, you kind of get really used to rations, what's left of that one day.
Oh my god!
This coffee could use some mushroom.
I found a mushroom.
This coffee needs mushroom in it.
That
Oh Lord, no.
is the mushroom. I feel happy.
Not that kind of mushroom.
No.
No.
I was making a Sonic 2 joke.
Yeah.
Good grief.
It's a mushroom.
Oh goodness.
As the night wanes on, and eventually it becomes late at night. Let me To the back. Mac's like, all right, closing time, everybody. Y'all need to stick around. And, some of the familiar patrons that are just unnamed because I'm not going to, name every single patron in my
We need
guild.
new names. Come on, name them all.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru. That's all you're getting, pal.
And I think one of them is called Stinky over there in the corner.
So, as
You don't talk about Stinky though.
that goes on, even though it's dim here, I know it looks like night because I only have so many variations, but it's dim here right now. And all right, take care. As Mac waves off the last of it, as Harry walks out the door. And where is? All right, so. Oh, we got 7 people here now. Man, this has got a real big party. He looks over to you, Hum, and says, You remember what I told you some time ago about making sure that eventually you all get a band game together for your group of, adventurers over here?
Hum remembers, nods, and then blushes a bit.
You
forgotten
forgot to tell them.
That I did. I never found a good moment to say.
Oh, right. Well, I may as well just spill the beans out for you right now. So when it comes down to tax reasons, for some reason, a group overall, especially when you get to 4 or 5 people, more than that, if you manage to report the taxes as a whole entity, then it actually costs a little less from the guild rather than individually, which we've been doing this whole time. And I can tell this is already boring you. Hey, wake up, wake up! And he's snapping his fingers towards Veronan and Drogar.
Yeah, Veronan and Drogar are sleepy boys.
Right.
I've had enough. You can't tell me. Nope.
Well, all right, I'll make this quick.
Yeah.
So, I heard from a good friend of mine that sooner or later you need some help up north in Clovenshire. But at this point, he's smiling. I got an idea for y'all. And he walks over towards a board that when you first came here, it was mentioned that on this board there were loads of flyers and stuff for big money, but you even said you guys weren't quite ready for any of this yet. Mac reaches over. It's where's that flyer? Here it is. He plucks one that's from underneath another flyer that states help, my purse has been stolen. Can someone please get it for me? And someone had scribbled on there, haha, it sucks to be you. Mac is all right. This is this I think is going to be right up your alley. Slams a flyer onto the table in front of you.
Ooh.
As you all look over and look at it, it says the King's Tournament, Argopolis, Long Light Festival. This tournament right here. He starts, he taps the paper. I can tell you right now, so you see there is a 100 platinum grand reward. Yeah, he's that's for the really big major events. Now, no offense, you guys, you're good, but I wouldn't necessarily go into the big leagues. However, he points towards smaller text in the bottom that there is a 50 gold award for opening fights.
Drogar is already just looking wide-eyed as dinner plates, looking at that paper flyer.
I'm gonna do this right. That's a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
But check this out. He also motions over towards it, and it's underneath the terms of service, teams of 4 for opening acts, for opening fights. Yeah. The way I see it, you got that bear out there? Yeah, that can count as another player, right? Well, sort of.
Yeah.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, get 2 teams together, couple of opening fights, 100 gold in your pockets. Huh? Sounds pretty good, right?
We gotta do this. We gotta do this. We gotta do this.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
More and more excited.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We're doing
Yeah, we are.
Calm down,
Oh, yeah.
Calm down. He points at the date. Currently, the date is the 4th of Longlight, and the Longlight Festival is going to start taking place on the 31st. So you have 3 weeks. Actually, so it's 1 week, 2 week, actually closer to 4 weeks to go. Because on the 31st of okay, the way my calendar works is that the first 5 months have 30 days, and then the next 5 months have 31 days, and then the last 2 have 30 days. So that way it's a 365-day calendar, but it's actually more in line with the solstice. It's nerdy. It's incredibly nerdy.
Nerd!
Oh, absolutely. So he's like, oh, yeah, but if you guys head up there on this day, it's going to be worth a lot, right? Things are going to be slowing down maybe a little bit around here because everyone's going to be busy for the festival. But you want to keep this in mind, right? Oh, and Agapolis, where this place is being held, there's a casino.
Nope.
But
I've never been to one of those before.
It's
You're gonna
super
love
bright.
it, Drogar. I
Looks-
can tell you right now.
Looks over at Veronan.
I'm gonna warn you right now. That's you could lose a lot of money there.
He's right.
But yeah.
He's right.
However, so here's the thing. So 4 weeks from now is like the main events, right? However, 2 weeks from now, and he's pointing towards the 18th, that is when the tryouts fights are going to be, right? So you guys managed to get up to Argopolis, and that's oh, hang on. He pulls out the Covation map. Boop. So that way, this is for everyone here. So freehand. So yeah, we're here in Wardbloom, right? Wait, hang on. Token layer. Here in Wardbloom.
Yep.
So
that's right.
It's a day's journey up to Mesaville. You guys have been there before.
Yep.
And then Clovenshire is here. I do believe him a good friend of mine that he might put in a request for tomorrow, right? His name's Bezin. He's a real fantastic science dude, but that's going to be like a day and a half up there. And then this is Argopolis. It's up here, right? This is like the big city capital of Covacia. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff there. You got casinos. You got probably shouldn't mention this in front of the fine women that are here, but this is definitely where you're gonna want to be on the 18th. So that's 2 weeks from now, right? Now, obviously, if you go all the way up there, who knows how long Bez is gonna keep you, but it might be a while. You can like milk it out for a little bit, but if you manage to get up to Argopolis, hit the qualify, 2 groups of 4, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of money in your pockets, right?
If we win.
Mhm.
If we win.
Oh, come on. I've seen the opening fights. They're nothing. It's just you against a monster of some sort. Now it's like the big tournament. Oh, man, that is some wild stuff. That's when you get teams of 4 against another team of 4. And, oh, man, you got wizards and sorcerers. You got knights. You got everything. He's, like, really excited about all this. Like, oh, that's, like, actual fights. But the opening fights are easier. I don't want you guys to go in for any of that stuff, all right? Definitely, Yuvan would have my head if he thought I was suggesting you do like the 100 platinum big grand trophy. That's a lot from the Kings. But, let me tell you, them opening acts, easy money for you. And I happen to know, he leans over to you, Drogar. Actually, I should probably head back to inside the guild. I know that you're the money guy around here. So is that little gnome character. But
I raise my glass.
Yep. Yep. Oh, hang on. He double checks the fine print. That's 100 gold. That's 100 gold per person, not for team. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Wow, that's a lot.
Toba starts breathing heavy.
Yeah, calm down.
Yes.
Hum begins humming to help calm him down.
Oh man, you like singing, huh? I know.
Hyperventilating.
Yeah, 100 gold per person for all these just for the opening acts, right? And I'll guarantee you by
Foaming out the mouth.
Yep. You just got to qualify, and you're good to go, right? Just got to make sure you be there on time 2 weeks from now, and then also be there on time a further 2 weeks from now.
Toba's already out the door.
Toba's already gone?
Not for another 3 weeks. Where's he going?
We have to go!
He's already gone.
Oh my.
Well, the boys have like just ran out. It's like, guys, it's not. Oh, please.
Well,
don't
most
do
of
this.
the boys. Most of the boys.
Mac looks over towards Corrind and it's like, I thought that they went by he, they, right? That's like
Yeah.
non-binary or whatever?
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, yeah, you're like Philistine. That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. You probably don't know who Philistine is, do you?
He's
Nope.
he's a short.
Excuse me, they, non-binary, they.
Sorry. Sorry.
Nice.
It's all right. I'm just, but they are they work up at the Autos Emporium, but you'll learn soon enough about this town. So welcome to Wardbloom, by the way.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, yeah. If I stay back any longer, people are gonna get real suspicious. So, yeah. Could you kindly go get your friends before they, run off into trouble anyway?
Aye, that would be a good
Sounds
idea.
Like a good idea.
We're already outside the town.
All right, we're gonna jump outside Wardbloom. Let me just rearrange some stuff here. You're not here. Ursus is. He's gone off to the woods. We have. Hum is technically inside the bar at the moment. We've got. So, Baggin Raggin, Toba, Drogar. You were just running in the streets thinking like, money, money, money.
And Toba's just having an existential crisis by the sounds of it.
Yeah. And at this point, the rest of you all follow. And it's like, so at this point, you got these three fellows who are just like rapidly around each other, like money, money, money. You swear you see dollar signs in their irises.
Will you three just
yeah.
calm down already?
Oh, good grief.
But the goal!
It's not immediate, and it's not even guaranteed.
It is when I'm around.
He just poses with his axe. He is so confident that he will win this fight, whatever it is.
Oh, right. As
Good
all of a
grief.
sudden, like you see Mac like run up and like, wait, I almost forgot the team name thing. Right. The whole point about the fight. Yeah. So there's 2 teams of 4, but the rules do allow that, so long as one group of adventurers they fight separately, they can still use the same team name. That's you guys have been known around here, like words about you about, Toba, Drogar, Hum, Veronan, Crispy, but saying all those at the same time, kind of bad PR to say all that. It's more like, oh, come on. It's like, oh, those 3 girls over there, they're known as the trio of, oh, wait, did I? Hang on, wait, hang on. I swore I gave them an actual name. Oh, yeah, the Plain Rubies. Yeah, the Plain Rubies. Shireen, Joanfee, Rochelle. That's what they go by, the Plain Rubies.
I suggest the Raggin Squares.
No.
No. Just no. No, I've got it. I've got it. You ready for this?
All right, let's have it.
The Wardbloom Globetrotters.
No.
No.
I'm gonna have to respectfully decline.
Oh, come on, it's better than yours.
Mac is
Raggin is such a good,
This
strong
is
name.
pretty bad.
Mac is like, I'll leave you guys to it. You got 2 weeks to solve it, to figure it out, right? All right. Y'all have a good night.
He held up a sign 2 weeks later. But this is a better name.
Bob came. I'm surprisingly trying to grab Toba by the tail when he started to run.
Oh goodness.
Looks at Baggin Raggin, he'd probably just carry him off. Just
Yeah, I uppies. Yeah, I'm not walking that. I saw the map.
If I could just bring up a thing, saying that whole team name thing, this whole time, while Hum has been trying to figure out a way to break it to these guys, she's been wondering what to call the group. And just randomly, she just says, Moonfire. And that's just it. That's all she says.
The Moonfires.
Rolls off the tongue.
It does roll off the tongue nicely.
I'll have to think about it.
She realizes that she just said that out loud, and just she just pulls her hood down and just hides her face.
Mhm.
I like it.
Me too.
I think we're in agreement. Drogar?
You know what? Alright, we'll go with that.
Definitely better than Baggin Raggin.
No, I
Yes.
Dragon Square.
Whatever.
No!
I will agree. It's a better name, though.
It looks like democracy wins then. I'm going to bed. Toba takes a step and he just taps out.
This time Veronan drags him off. Alright, come on, you Loxodon.
Have a good night, ladies.
He just walks right behind them, ready to go to bed.
I am strong. Wow, I am doing this.
All right. As one by one, you all shuffle into the Sparrow's Wing. Corrind, you flash your badge card, whatever, to the front desk, and they're like, all right, well, you can room with any one of them. There's only so much room. But eventually, everyone goes to a long night's rest, as this is the night that the Moonfires. Did I get that right? Minfires?
No, Moonfires.
Moonfires. Okay, Moonfires.
Epic, actually.
All right. The Moonfires officially form this night. And this is where we're going to end our session for the night, because it's the morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Howdy, folks. Thank you kindly for checking out the D&D World Campaign. If you want to catch us live, you can join us at twitch.tv/Rikkaku the Sai-Krowe every other Wednesday night at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, and 8 Pacific Standard Times. For updates, follow us on Twitter and Discord. All links will be in the description below. Want to watch another episode, or if you're just into retro gaming in general, keep it tuned here to the Retro Planet. Until next time, may the dice forever be in your favor. Peace, I'm out on the Sai-Krowe.